Hi guys, it's Bumblebee Love, and I thought today I would do the BJD Journey Tag. I know it's pretty late and everybody also already has made it or done it, but better late than never, so let's get started. I'm trying to do this quick because I only have like 12 minutes. So question number 1, how did you first find out about BJGs? I started this drawing class when I was, I think, 13, and I met this really nice girl who told me about them. She knew about them and I didn't, obviously. So she introduced me to them, and I fell in love with them. Like, I was crazy about them. I begged my mom every day to get one, and she always told me no because they were too expensive. So yeah, for I think 3 years I just dreamed about them, but I never got one until I was, I think, 16. So that gets us to question number 2. What was your first doll or your first BJD? He was a Lutz Kid Delf Bori. And he was amazing. He was a great first doll. I remember getting him. My stepdad had picked me up at my school to get me to the dentist, and he pulled this really big box out from the back seats, and I was really happy to get him, and yeah. So that was my first doll. I had him for 2 years, no, 3 or 4 years I actually think. I had him for a long time, and he was really great. 3, what is your favorite BJD company? I don't know. I have a lot of companies that I like. I've owned a lot of different dolls from lots of different companies. Sorry. So I honestly don't know. There's lots of great companies out there. Question number 4. In what way do you explore your creativity in this hobby? I sew, I craft, I guess, all sorts of little things, anything that I can really make. I do face-ups sometimes, but I'm not very comfortable doing them just because I don't feel like I am that good at it, and it's kind of hard for me to get started on a face-up, but usually I do like them when I'm done with them, and they usually turn out okay. So, oh yeah, and photography, I like taking pictures of my dolls. So question number 5, how did you get started doing this? Sorry again. I've always liked painting and drawing, and I've always liked crafting, I guess. So that was just naturally for me to start doing that. Photography, I've never really thought about that until I got my dolls, and I wanted to like take pictures and share them with everyone, and do photo stories. I did a lot of photo stories when I first started. Don't do that much anymore, but I actually just did for this guy, and I haven't done a photo story in, I think, 3 years or something, so it's really strange. It just came to me. He's just so wonderful. So yeah, and sewing, I was never really into sewing, but I started getting into it when I started collecting BJDs. So yeah. Question number 6, where do you buy most of your BJD items? I try not to buy too much just because it's expensive, and usually I can make it myself, so I try to make most of the things myself. But when I do buy items for them, I usually go to Etsy. I really like Etsy just because you're able to find so many different things. And recently I've been really fond of 99 Style. I really like their collection of clothes, so I think I'm gonna order from them again sometime. Yeah, and wigs and shoes, it depends on where they sell wigs and shoes that I like. So yeah. Question number 7. Do you have a certain style you like for your BJDs? Yes, I do. I tend to like, I don't know, organic, natural colored clothes and modern, kind of with a modern look to them, but natural. I tried with Ruth to make her kind of a more historical inspired character, and it doesn't really work for me. I don't know, I'm really happy I got this guy so I can dress him up in like more modern clothes and he looks more organic and natural. I really like that, and that is kind of the style that I always get back to when I try something different. And also cute style, but not overly cute, like with pink and frilly skirts and such, but like more of a, I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, a modern kind of cute, I guess. And question number 8, what size BJD do you prefer / have most of? MSD, definitely. I've tried tinies and SDs and they just never really work out for me. I don't know why exactly. MSDs are just the size that I'm most comfortable with, and they're so, yeah, I don't know. But one day I will get an SD, I am sure. I've decided that one day I will have an SD that I will bond with. I just don't know when that will be, but someday. Question number 9. Do you have more male than female dolls? Or the other way around? And why? Right now I have one of each. I have this guy and I have Ruth. But when I started collecting, for the 2 first years, I think, I had only male dolls, and then I got like almost only female dolls, and then it kind of evened out so that I had like equal amounts. And I don't know, it just depends on what sculpts I'm into, what I'm inspired by, what I want with the doll, and yeah, it really just depends on that. So I don't really have anything that I prefer, I think. Number 10, tell us a little about one of your dolls. I'm gonna tell you a little about this guy right here. I decided that his name is going to be Jorah just because every time I looked at him, that's kind of what pops up in my mind. But I'm not 100% sure yet, but that's what I call him right now. It might change. I don't know a lot about him yet. I try not to give him too much of a personality of story, just because I don't want to feel stuck. I want to be able to change him and put him in whatever clothes I want him to wear, and change his wigs and his eyes and such. I don't like being stuck with one certain character so that they can only wear this clothes and this wig and such. But in general, he is a little spoiled and maybe a little selfish sometimes. He can be a brat, but all in all, he is very sweet and very, very caring. But he can be kind of spoiled or act spoiled sometimes. I guess that's a little about him. I haven't really figured everything out yet. Number 11. Have you ever sold a doll? Why not? And yes, I've sold lots of dolls. I sell a doll whenever I don't feel like I'm inspired by it anymore, or if I need money for another doll that I want. Yeah, that's usually the reason why I sell. So yeah. Question number 12. Where do you go to connect to other BJD owners? I go to YouTube. I really like the YouTube community, and it's been a lot of fun. I know I'm not one of the most, I don't know how to say that, but I know I don't upload as much as I want to, but maybe I'll get better. Yeah, and also Flickr. I like Flickr too. I do have some accounts around in other forums and such, but I don't really use them. So yeah. Question number 13. Do you tell everyone about your BJDs, or is it more of a private thing? It is definitely a private thing. Not many people that I know in real life actually know about my dolls. I mean, my close family knows about them, like my mom and my dad and my brothers. And maybe a cousin or two, I'm not sure. And my closest friends also know about them, but I don't really tell anyone unless I get to know them really well, or if it's someone who is already interested in that kind of thing, like BJDs, or has like a very crafty side to them, then I might tell them about them. But when I started the hobby, I told everybody. I told my neighbors and my mailman, and everybody knew about my dolls. But eventually I stopped, because you figure out that not everyone has as positive a reaction to them, or is as excited about them as you are. So yeah. Question number 14. How old are you? I am 22 at the moment. Blah blah. Question number 15. What is your grail doll? I don't have a grail doll right now. I guess the next doll that I want in my collection is the Fairyland